Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Type 1 Detour. Today we're going to be doing a complete review and drive around of Timothy Lake South in East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. So as you can see here, pulling into the entrance is pretty easy. Then the parking lot, once you pull up into it, there is a big area for you to pull your RV up into, and you're just going to get out and go over to the check-in area here. So you can see a lot of snow on the ground. We did stay there during the winter, so this review is not going to be the best about the park because there is snow everywhere. So the park does offer a laundry facility on site. It's up at the in the main area where you check in. We have a washer and dryer inside of our unit, so we did not utilize the laundry facilities that were there. Three washers, three dryers. The entire time that I was there, I stopped in there a few times. They were being ran just about every time that I did step in there. So as you can see, it's 250 for a to dry, and it was 250, 275 to wash. They do have propane refills there. Like I said, we were there in the winter, so we did utilize that a lot. The pool was obviously shut down, covered with snow, but it is a pretty large pool area and a deck for you um, to sit at. So let's enter in through the front entrance here to the general store, the check-in area, and also the entrance into the lounge. So once you pass through the check-in area, you just walk through. There is a set of bathrooms in there for you, and then the lounge area was pretty large. There's nobody in there. There was not many people at the campground in general because of it being winter, but plenty of books in case you needed something to read. Plenty of DVDs that you could just borrow. If you have things to donate, you could just drop them off there also. Big TV, some board games, your normal things that you're going to see inside of a lounge slash meeting room. Once you leave this lounge area, you will walk across the hall to the store. So the store has just your basics. I don't know if it's more stocked during the summertime, um, but they had your essentials there that you would need if you forgot any toilet paper, paper towels, things you might need just for overall camping. Once you're done with the store, you can just exit right back out, and it takes you right back out to the main parking lot. Like I said, this is where you would check in at. This is the activity area, so they do have horseshoes, they do have shuffleboard. Once you exit the parking lot, you are onto the main road, and this drive-through here is basically going to take you around the entire park. It is tough to see the spots and how big the spots are because of all the snow that is on the ground. We had stayed here on two different occasions, once in December and then again in January. And the first time there was not any snow, so we could see the spots. They are all pretty spacious and pretty large. You do have a few areas where the spots are kind of on top of each other. The pull throughs are pretty spacious. There are a lot of trees around the pull through, so you do want to be careful if you do have a larger rig when trying to pull into some of these pull throughs. As I mentioned, this is Timothy Lake South in East Stroudsburg. It is a Thousand Trails property. They also have Timothy Lake North, which is right about a mile up the road from this campground. It is not open year round. Timothy Lake South, the one that we stayed at, is open year round. There are about just over 300 sites. I believe the website states that there's 312 sites, and this does consist of pull throughs and back ends. I believe that they all are 50 amp. They do have some that do not have sewer, but majority of their sites are full hookup sites. During the wintertime, there were a lot of annual seasonals that were still here. I would say while we stayed there, there were probably about 30 other people that were living there or staying there during that time. This video was shot about a few days after a snowstorm in January in northeast Pennsylvania. So there was a lot of snow. During the fall time, this campground, as we were told, is absolutely beautiful. Fall leaves changing colors. It is up in the Pocono Mountains. Trails. There are cabins to rent. As you can see, one over here on the right hand side as we're passing is a cabin that they do rent. They have about 15 to 20 cabins that you can rent. The cabins are all in this area over here on the campground. The park is located near a few different ski resorts. It is close to the small town of Marshall's Creek, which there are a few things to do there. There are no grocery stores within 15-20 minute drive of there. There are small local grocery stores, but the nearest Walmart is about a 20-25 minute drive from here down Interstate 80. The campground is located pretty far off the highway, so it is a good location if you are coming from New York. It is right off of Interstate 80, and it just then takes you a while to go from Interstate 80 to get to the campground. Now, you might have just saw there a cat running across the street. It was a black cat. I did not like that. However, there are a ton of cats at this campground, so make sure that you take your garbage to the dumpsters and you close the dumpsters. There are a ton of cats here. There are 4 different bathhouses that I had spotted during this drive around. We did not use the bathhouses at this time. Um, we were tempted to a few times because our water did freeze because of the temperatures getting down into the single digits. Overall, we loved our time here at Timothy Lake South. Like I said, we were here for 2 different 21-day periods, and the customer service was amazing. We had a few issues, and every time we did, they sent maintenance right out to get things taken care of for us. The propane refills, they do fill them up until about 3, maybe 4 o'clock if you're lucky. But basically, you just drop the propane off. You put your name, you put a tag on it. You fill out a form, and then they'll fill it. it. Usually, they fill them around 12 or 12:30, and then again around 3 or 3:30, and then you just go and pick it back up. Since we were here during the cold winter months, we were flying through propane, so they were very helpful in trying to get it filled as quickly as possible so that way we could turn our furnace back on. The cell phone reception here, well, to be nice, is horrible. This part that you're seeing right now is what they consider the top of the hill. This is where we stayed the first time that we were here, and our reception was bad. Our AT&T, which is our cell phone plan, we had to connect to Wi-Fi in order to even use our phones. We also have a Verizon hotspot, and we have the travel data, which uses T-Mobile. The best signal that we could get was through T-Mobile and the travel data. The Verizon was hit or miss, but we were not getting very good speeds at all. The second time that we stayed here, we were not on top of the hill, and it was even worse. We relied on Verizon, and the travel data, which uses T-Mobile, was in and out. We would definitely recommend this campground to people that are looking to stay somewhere in the Poconos during the summer or fall. It is a great spot if you are needing a place in the winter in the Northeast. There are not many campgrounds that are open, so you're not going to have anything special here, but it is available, it is open, it gives you a place to stay during the winter. And please, down in the comments, leave a comment if you have ever stayed here at either one of the Timothy Lake South or Timothy Lake North properties. Let us know your thoughts, what you think about it. And this is our first full review and drive around of a campground. So let us know your thoughts. If you like this kind of video, we will do more. And make sure you hit the subscribe button. Be sure to follow us on Instagram as well at Type1Detour. And we'll see you on the next one.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling down.